So I'm gonna work out, but I haven't been posting my workouts. See, I just woke up. My pages are very real people, and I've never seen a page that showed the ugly ins and outs of getting big and then getting small and then getting big and then getting small. I lost the same 120 pounds 3 times with each kid. It was 400 pounds when I was in middle school. So I totally get it, and I feel like there needs to be something that shows that ugliness, because I'm tired of people trying to make it look like it's a pretty thing. Like when my thighs are chafing, that's not a pretty thing. It hurts. They bleed. That hurts. Or when I break out all over my stomach or my body, usually on the sides of my stomach because I sweat too much because I'm always working out. Or like when I gained 6 pounds and I was really confused because I kept working out, but then a couple days later it actually went down 4 pounds. But the whole time I was just like having a panic attack. So I mean, there are other parts to losing weight or, transforming your life that aren't the pretty, look at me, look what I've done. Like, it's more like, this is what I'm doing. And I hope that I can help somebody do the same, because, if you're not going to invest in yourself, then what else are you going to invest in? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I want to look at like my before and after pictures from my previous weight losses, and they do give me a little bit of strength, but there comes times when they're detrimental, because sometimes I'll look at myself and I'm back in the same place that I was, X amount of years ago, multiple times, like, but I have to be okay with that, and so hopefully me being okay with that will help somebody else be okay with that, because it doesn't just go from one to the other. There's a very long, treacherous process from being a fucking balloon animal to being what the world might consider beautiful. And hopefully by the end of this, I'll have my reasons all written down somewhere. Hopefully somebody else will do the same thing that I do, just because it helps them, because it helps me. And like one of the things, when I lost so much weight, I went from 380 pounds to 224 pounds, and I was a size 10, and I felt amazing. I went from a size 26 to a size 10. I felt amazing, sometimes. But I would look in the mirror, and I have severe body dysmorphia, and I would not be able to see the progress, and I thought that I was still, whatever I thought that I was, and I just felt like a suit, like a fat suit, because when you lose all that weight, you have like extra skin. My arms are huge, and like my sisters and my friends, they cover their arms because they have like a little bit of like fat on them, and I'm just like, my arms literally, like, they just like hang down now. Like, I'm good, but like my arms are just like probably one of the biggest places that there's always going to be like that extra skin of, or like my face, right? When I work out, and like I just like kind of like droop, I tone and I tone and I tone, and there comes a point where you might not be able to get that toned because it's stretched out so much. And for me, that was probably the biggest problem. But I would rather have done the work and feel like that than I feel like, after you have a baby or your second baby or your third baby. I've been pregnant 5 times with 3 living children. And that, especially with my son, my last pregnancy, just kind of like sometimes can destroy your mental reasoning, because you start to think, well, like, you're gonna be like this forever, or like you'll never be able to get rid of, like for me it might be my arms, or like maybe like the sides or something, or maybe even like the front part, like your fupa. Like, it's really detrimental to your own mental space. Being pregnant for me was always so depressing. It was never fun for me. It was never a good time. There was so much sadness and frustration and anger, and it was just like, and I would have so many problems eating. Like, not only would it make me sick, but then when it wouldn't make me sick, I didn't want to eat. And I would have to force myself to eat, which would make me more sick. It was just this constant vicious cycle. But anyways, all of that's like irrelevant. But yeah, this is what I look like before I work out. Because I wake up, and sometimes I work out in the morning before I go to work, and sometimes I work out late at night. Sometimes I don't work out at all. It really just depends on the fucking day. But, but yeah. So hopefully it helps somebody. It's just like a very honest and open way of showing, like, you know, not only can I do this, I have done this, and I will do this over and over again, and I will never stop. And, you know, people's comments about what I look like, or how I dress, or, you know, what the fuck ever it may be, like, it doesn't get to me. You know, I realized a long time ago my worth, and so that's never a problem for me. And it's amazing to see all these people that I know, my friends that are so small. I have friends that are like size 0, size 3, size 6. Like, none of these involve a fupa. like these girls will never understand. These women, full grown 30, 40-year-old women, will never understand what it's like to actually be severely overweight. And I hope they never have to, but at the same time, I really wish that they would, you know, be able to see their own worth. Because for me, like, the only thing when I was growing up, my only problem was my weight. You know, I mean, I guess other than like this severe abuse going on that was present. I always felt like my only issue was my weight. And then when I lost it, I felt amazing about myself uh, at first. And then I got really bad. And then I started gaining weight again with my second pregnancy. And when I lost it the second time, I had no question. I haven't had any problems with confidence since then. I literally have not. And I don't really give a fuck what anybody has to say, what anybody thinks about me. I literally could not care less. And I hope that someday I'm like super famous, because I've done this twice. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like an influencer. Okay, I'm joking. I don't want to be super famous. I just really want, you know, to be heard or seen, and be able to influence other people to do the same thing that I'm doing. I remember the first time that I went to a real gym was my 18th birthday. My sister got me a gym membership. I was so happy. I used that shit every morning before I went to work. And I would work with my personal trainer, because they give you a free personal trainer once a week, and I would work with him. And I always wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a trainer. I wanted to get my NASM. I went to school for it. Like, and then I just got pregnant over and over again. I lost my first daughter. It was very hard. And then I lost that weight, and I had another kid. And then I got pregnant again, and I lost that baby. That was also really hard for me. And then I got pregnant again and again and again. It's just like, but I never give up. I never stop. I keep going. I might take a break, but I'm never going to stop, and I'm always going to keep going. And, you know, people look at me and they see how big I am. And they think that I don't fucking do anything. It's another reason I keep my blonde hair is because people think I'm just a fucking idiot if I have blonde hair. If you have blonde hair, you understand. People think you're fucking stupid. And then I can just tell them I don't work in that fucking department because they're being an asshole. Like, I really could care less what people think. And, they think that I don't do shit. And then I'm the one that's running out the door past you because I do endurance training and you don't. So, um, it's just that, like, anyways, so the point of posting this video is because, like, I've been trying to post my workouts, and the problem is that, like, my Beachbody on demand I have on my phone, and I can't use that and work out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's on my TV too, but if somebody else is using my TV most of the time, so I don't really use my TV, but I do have the app, so at some point I will be posting those workouts. But yeah, I do have my Beachbody on demand. In fact, I just want to plug real quick, not that they care, not that anybody cares, but each time that I have lost this weight, I've used, the first time I used Insanity and T25. The second time I used T25 and one of the yoga that's on there, because Beachbody on demand has all fucking sorts of programs. And then this time I am doing kind of like a mixture. I'm like kind of like looking into the different things that are on there. So far I've been doing size, which apparently now I think I know how to dance. Thank you, Sean T. So I've been doing size in T25 because sometimes I feel like dancing and sometimes I'm just really frustrated. I want to get all that out. You know what I'm saying? I want to work and get it done with. I do go slow when I need to. I do stop when I need to. I do get lightheaded. I take breaks during this it's only 25 minutes. And I do take breaks during that time, or I'll stand there and do something else because I can't do whatever the fuck they're doing. So for me, the most important thing has always been to do it. You know what I'm saying? And something that I really have to make sure of and be careful of, because I keep injuring my knee, is to make sure that my form is proper. And so a part of making sure that your form is proper is going slower, not faster, because you have to learn the form. Us big people know that. Smaller people, they don't need to worry about that as much, you know what I'm saying? They probably never think about that. But for me, if I don't do that, my knee's all fucked up for 3 days, and that's what happened last week. It was not good. And so it's been difficult for me to try to go slower. I've been having some other like lingering issues because I keep trying to go and go and go. But it causes exhaustion. Don't do that to yourself, because I've been trying to do that, being like, oh, I can do this, which I can. But I just had to slow down like a little bit because it was injuring me, as far as not only did I fuck up my knee, but like I kind of passed out at work. It was kind of embarrassing. And that was the day that I started my T25 again. So that was my fault because I didn't go slower and I didn't listen to my body, and I just wanted to push myself because I like to dig deeper. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. If I could listen to my music and do my workout with my phone recording, I would. I will be in the near future getting it set up to where I can stream this anyway. My brother has my laptop because he was going to school when I gave him my laptop, and that's what I had got originally to stream with my camera. There's a camera on the laptop, so I can use my phone for music and workouts. That was my setup, but that's not what I have right now, and I haven't had it for a few weeks. So, but just as an update, I didn't just do fucking 2 videos and then stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever gonna stop. It's never gonna happen. But yeah, I'll get my laptop back this week and start uploading more videos so that, people like me can feel like they're related to And it's not just like, you won't just see like these pictures of, oh, I went from this to this to this. It's like, no, this is what I did every fucking day. And I work my ass off to do it. I'm going to continue to do it. I hope everybody else does too, because it's simply just fucking good for you. And at this point, with the way the world's going, honestly, you're gonna want to be able to run somewhere. Literally. Like, literally. Like, through the woods or something. Like, you're gonna need to run somewhere, so. Anyways, that's my 2 cents for this morning, but I'm about to put my workout on and, go do it, so. Anyways, thanks for being here.